minutes. I figure that's best. We can shoot, as they say in wrestling. We can have a
All right.
shoot moment. It's not a work to shoot. Do you follow wrestling, Chub?
I actually way back when like the WWF had Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant, and I follow a little bit, but not as much as before. But I have respect for that for what they do. I tell you that.
Me too. I mean, it's all the storylines are scripted, but they really put their bodies on the line for
Oh yeah, I, there's no way I could do a couple flips into a table and get back up. So
it. No way. I'd be down for the count. I'd be like, right, I'm just going to lie here for a bit. Let me know how it went. Uh, yeah, it's like my guilty pleasure. It's a soap opera for men, basically. I can't stop watching it.
yeah, but it's no different than football. I mean, or something else where you're just watching the action and you
Yeah,
know what's going on. So it's cool.
American football's awesome. Love me American football.
Do you have a favorite team?
I follow the Saints, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I do. I follow them because back, 10 years ago, there was a quarterback that played for the San Diego Chargers called Drew Brees,
That's right.
and I was a huge fan of his. And then he transferred to the Saints. I was like, well, I'm a Saints fan now. And actually, the year I went back to England is the year Drew Brees finally won a Super Bowl. I was so mad. You don't
Mm.
even know.
Mm.
Ugh,
Yeah, I actually had the same shoulder injury he had back in the day. Drew
that's
Brees, that is.
nice.
Mm. Yeah, but let me tell you, the Saints are my number two team, and I get
Oh,
I get a lot of slack from my number one team.
it's
It's the
not the
Cowboys.
Jacksons. Oh, Chubb.
Yeah, and it's not recent either. Like since I was a kid, that's always been my number one team.
I was going to say the Jacksonville Jaguars, but you said something that was worse. Than oh,
I
Chubbs.
yeah,
The
I get
Dallas Cowboys.
that's right.
Yeah.
Hey, at least they have 7 Super Bowl appearances. Saints have
Yeah.
1, and I give them that. I hope they go back.
But what a Super Bowl.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Ah, it doesn't look like Phil's going to show up, you know. Oh, well, I guess, on with the show, as they say in La France.
That's right.
But they probably don't. They probably say, and with less show. Bloody Frenchies. Welcome, bienvenidos, to this week's edition of the Squatchable podcast, where we look at some Bigfoot stories. Calling it news at this point, I feel, is far too generous. Joining me, well, my only co-host this week, we've gone from 4 to 3 to 1. I don't know how that happened. Phil's AWOL. He's feeling sick, I guess. He was complaining about being ill during the week, and Nikki is also feeling ill. So it's just Chubbs tonight. Chubbs, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you. Greetings to everyone. I hope the other hosts get well.
Me too. Me too. If you enjoyed Chubbs' Power Breakdown or Nikki's Sake, you may enjoy the badly drawn misadventures of 2 Bigfoot. Head on over to Facebook, Bigfooting with Keith and Colin, where this week it's going to be a Royal Cryptid Rumble to decide once and for all who the best cryptid is.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the storyline this week. I was really happy with all of this week's cartoons in the end. I really felt like the googly stuff and Colin selling his soul to the Bigfoot Devil, I really feel like they panned out well. It's not often I have a week where I'm completely happy with all tunes, but that was this week.
I enjoyed them. It was great.
It was good. I hate to toot my own home, but horn. But yeah, they were pretty good this week. Pretty good. So without further ado, I am your host, Richard Allen, and let's just get on with it. Our first story is this guy. He sounds exactly like another co-host, another host from another show. It was weird, so weird.
Yeah.
And then he started talking about woo stuff, and I was like, it can't possibly be that guy. This is just a dude wandering through the woods. He finds a stick that cannot possibly have been put in that tree except by human hands. Those are his exact words. I'm quoting him verbatim there. But, it's just a 15-minute video of a dude having a wander around the woods,
Yeah.
talking about woo stuff.
Yeah, he had a nice rock, little square rock with him.
Yep.
Now, my problem though with his video is he talks about how like he goes into the brush and he's like, look, they have so much cover, but none of the bushes look like anybody has been in there. How would a 8-foot giant get in there and not make more of a way in? But maybe he knows something I don't. But
yeah, I mean, you can tell from his eyes that he's very, very high. He's having a good wander around.
Yeah, he's very mellow. That's true.
Mellow. Dude, he's not just baked. He's baked. All right. He's very high. But he's having a good chat about the woo. Having a good wander around. Yeah. Not sure what else to say about this video. I'm a fan.
Yeah, I mean, he's at least out there. Like he's out there in the woods, so
he's definitely out there. Yeah, not much else to say. Listen to the video. It's impossible to put into words. He starts with a long rant about COVID, and then he gets to the Bigfoot stuff eventually. And it's just woo stuff. Apparently, he's got a. Oh, Phil's here. Phil!
No, I'm not.
You made it.
Can't hear me, can you?
Yeah, we can.
I can.
You can?
Yep.
How does my avatar look?
It's the
like
same.
The back of a hairy squatch.
Okay.
So we were just discussing this first video. What did you think?
Yeah, I had some technical difficulties, and I'm still not sure what's going on. But anyway, I'm here. I'm here.
Cool. So Phil has returned. We were worried. We did wait a good 12 minutes. We were live for a little while. We had a bit of a powwow. Wrestling, I believe, is what we discussed. But yeah, we're talking about the first video. The woo guy, Alabama Bigfoot.
Right. Yeah, I saw that one.
Not impressed?
No.
Have there been any China virus cases with the Bigfoot? I assume that means COVID. No, I have seen a lot of speculation that Bigfoot might be able to catch it. Which,
yeah.
I mean, they're not wearing masks, so.
But yeah, I mean, it's it would have to first infect a population.
Yeah. They don't go around eating bats, do you?
They generally don't hang out at the picnic table with the rest of us.
No, they don't. They're known for it, because if they did, we'd be able to find them. And that'd be that. So, okay, moving on to our next video. Phil, are you able to provide commercials? Or?
No.
No, okay.
No, I can't find the cable that I need for that, and I've been looking everywhere, and for some odd reason, it's not here. So, no, I don't.
All right. Arrest the Bigfoot for not wearing masks. Yep. Let's do that. So it doesn't look like we're going to be able to do commercials tonight, guys. I know it's your favourite part of the show. Sorry. I'm looking into getting sound pad and getting some commercials myself. Make it easier on Phil. It's not his show. He shouldn't have to carry the burden. So next up, this utter dross. The whole point of a of a movie trailer is to grab your attention, so you want to go and see the film. I watched this and I was like, "How long is this trailer? 3 minutes? Oh, it just dragged. I wasn't enthralled at all. It's a
Well,
trailer for Monstrous, a new Bigfoot horror movie, and hopefully the Bigfoot horror movie is a lot better than the trailer."
I don't know who did the editing on the trailer, but you are absolutely correct. It was supposed to be like the highlight of the movie, that's supposed to build suspense and make you go, oh, EBGB. But it didn't. They could have had some action, some cut edits.
Oh. Why am I by myself? Oh. Well. That's weird. Still says live. Well, I don't know if you people can hear me, but it still says live on my page here. I'm gonna talk like it is. We had stopped on a trailer for Monstrous. I am glad that there are movie companies and they're still making these movies, but if I could provide some advice, if anybody thinks of the most popular Bigfoot movie ever made, it's Harry and the Hendersons. And if you think of the big difference between Harry and the Hendersons and the thousands of Bigfoot movies you've seen, Harry is nice. All the other ones, they think Bigfoot needs to be evil and attack people. And I get it. You could classify him as a monster, but how about making a couple where they're what we think of as Bigfoot? You know, if anybody's seen what was it? The Bobcat Goldthwait movie, Willow Creek. He ended it with a nonsensical monster, if you will, but they did people in the tents with knocks in the woods and something hit the tent at night and what's going on. But then there's, and I'm not going to spoil it in case you haven't seen it, but I think the first half's good. But if you're going to make a movie like this, one good example, I like the movie Exist. It was written by made by one of the guys from the Blair Witch Project, if I remember correctly. And sort of the monster flick, but they took a nice twist on it. And I enjoyed that. But another Bigfoot monster movie. You can go back to the 70s and see the same thing. So I don't see the difference. But hey, as long as they keep coming out, it keeps Bigfoot in the lexicon. And, you know, I am going to see. I'm looking at. I'm actually looking at the chat. I mean, do you guys hear me? Let's see. Oh.
Okay. So
Hey.
I don't know how long. I'll probably get knocked out again. I knew that was
Hello
going to happen.
again.
All right. So yeah, we didn't like the trailer movie trailer, right?
It was lame.
It was like, okay. So moving on to this guy, a real talk about Colorado's Bigfoot. This guy, another one of them experts who knows everything about Bigfoot.
He said that Colorado Bigfoot guy was a douche.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, people called him out in his comments about that. That was a little too harsh.
Yeah, people are very defensive of Colorado.
How would he know that the Colorado Bigfoot guy's a douche? I mean, really?
Yeah, I mean, we've all heard this. We've all seen it before. Mr. I know everything there is to know about Bigfoot.
And then what does he offer up?
Yeah, if you go through his videos, you'll find the video he's talking about. The evidence, which is just a blurry thing. Well, it's not even blurry. It's just like a shadow with a little bit of what he says is eye shine. But in reality, it could be anything. So yeah.
And apparently, his channel is about like digging up rocks and looking for crystals or something. So he must have switched over to Bigfoot.
Indeed, yes. He's switched over to Bigfoot. He's decided that's it. Had enough of rocks. Had enough of digging stuff up. He's now going to become the world's foremost expert on Bigfoot.
Overnight.
Well, I will say he does seem to have a pulse on what's going on because he mentions like Todd Standing and Colorado Bigfoot and like everything, like he hits all the points, like, if they can disappear. He mentions all that kind of woo stuff, but
Mhm.
yeah, I don't
Oh,
know.
he is an expert.
That's right.
Yep. That's right. A bona fide expert. All right, moving on to our next video. Good old Michael Merchant. Greetings, people. Michael Merchant's out for a walk and he gives us a lecture on what Bigfoot possibly might be. He embraced the plant person theory, but that turned out to be wrong. He mentioned the Honourable Dr. Johnson at one point, and he just basically, his point is that he doesn't believe that Bigfoot is a monkey, or even a primate. I'm glad he clarified that because I was like, oh, no one thinks it's a monkey anyway. Apes and monkeys are different, but no, he says primate. I was like, oh, okay, fair enough. Okay, that's cool. I like that. Yeah, all right. But he's just out there taking his dogs for a walk, talking about Bigfoot. What do you guys think?
I think he's out for a walk, walking his dog, and talking about Bigfoot, and hypothesizing.
He's definitely right about one thing. He says we don't know anything right now until we get a specimen, and that's the bottom line.
So basically, everything he's saying is a moot point. I will give an opinion as to what it could be. People always refer to something like Bigfoot as a quote unquote missing link. And that does have a little bit of validity because, if you look back to our beginnings, we did not evolve from apes. We evolved from an ape-like hominid. Apes evolved from an ape-like hominid, not the same one, but a different one. So there was two completely different trees there, or branches, that started way back. So what we know now as the modern ape and the modern man really has no relation until you go way back to that one spot where it branched off. And that was not an ape. So it could be that Bigfoot, in fact, was not an ape. It branched off in a different direction. Apes evolved in one direction. Bigfoot's evolved in another. And we evolved in a completely different one.
Yep. All of that is accurate.
We're more like distant cousins.
Yeah. But what about the Anunnaki? What about them indeed? What about them indeed? Yeah, no, that's all correct. We didn't evolve from apes. We evolved from an ape-like creature, as did modern apes. That's how modern evolution works. Did you know that weasels and whales have the same common ancestor?
Well, so do shrews, if you want to go that way.
It's so weird.
Or a shrew-like creature.
That, one thing can create such radically different ancestors.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Pretty funny, huh? And all this happened 6,000 years ago.
Yeah.
Keep those cards and letters coming, folks.
We do enjoy hearing from our fans. Well, most of you anyway. Okay, so yeah, Michael Merchant hypothesizes and walks his dogs. The links to the videos are in the description. And this video, it's a 12-minute video about, well, a bunch of Bigfoot evidence. Random, some might say, Bigfoot evidence. The Jacobs photo comes up, the Patterson Gimlin film. No mention of the Freeman footage that I remember. Of course, this barefoot that they say could be a Bigfoot foot. Oh, there's the Freeman footage. Well, that just makes me look stupid now. Thank you for that video. I don't think it was mentioned. I think it was just shown.
Right. Didn't mention it by name.
No, Ray Wallace is mentioned. Does it just go through various Bigfoot evidence? I mean, if you like looking at Bigfoot evidence, this is a video for you.
Well, the main gist at the beginning was the foot that was found, the actual mummified quote unquote foot. That was not a human foot, but looked human-like.
Mm-hmm.
And when it goes to Jeff Meldrum and he starts describing what it could be and all that crap, I don't see where Jeff Meldrum actually looked at the foot itself.
No.
He's just talking about it.
Yeah.
They called Dr. Meldrum a primatologist, but we all know that's not what he is.
No, he's not.
No, he's a foot anthropologist.
And his clip was from when he was on Finding Bigfoot. So this was a hodgepodge of like highlights of every genre of Bigfoot, and they threw it together.
Yeah.
They used the mummified foot thing as kind of an intro, and then they just go off and showing bits and pieces of things that we've seen before many times.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's just a random assortment of everything you'll hope to find on Bigfoot. I liked it. It's a good watch. It's a resource. We all enjoy resources.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. Has anyone else got anything to say?
They're showing right there the movie The Man Who Killed Hitler and Bigfoot.
Yeah.
I don't know why they threw that in there. Good movie, though.
Good movie.
Yeah. Are you going to do a review on that?
I can if anybody wants to see it. I did see it, and it was interesting, but I don't know why they threw it in there. It really has nothing to do with what they're talking about. But they also...
Yeah, wasn't that Sam Elliott, the little shot
Yeah.
there? Sam Elliott, yeah.
That's him, yeah. The shot of them, like there's a cop car they showed, that's from the movie Rambo. I hate to bring that up, but I
Yeah.
mean, they really stretched to put anything in here. So
It's just a random assortment of anything. I think
Yeah.
they just Googled Bigfoot and then just built a collage.
right,
It was a situation where this guy wrote a script, kind of an article type of thing, and as he was reading, he said, "You know, what this thing really needs is some visuals,
mm-hmm.
regardless of what it might be." But
Mhm.
you know, hey, if you're new to Bigfooting, it would be at least interesting.
Yeah, and throw the Patterson Gimlin film and Freeman footage in just for good luck.
Yeah, just here's Dances with Wolves. That's got absolutely. What? That doesn't even have Bigfoot in it. I mean,
That's right.
I should have paid closer attention to this. What?
And what's
Okay.
with the Native? What was with the Native Americans? Was this a segment out of Dancing with Wolves or something?
Yeah, that's what it was. It was from Dances with Wolves. What?
Yeah, because
What?
everyone knows that Bigfoots are out on the prairie.
Absolutely. The one place you're going to find Bigfoot is on the Great Plains. I think you'll find that they use Klingon cloaking devices. No, not Klingons. The Jem'Hadar have those personal cloaking devices. So, Jem'Hadar, yeah, I am a Star Trek nerd. If you want to go there,
Oh, Planet of the
Right.
Apes. There we go. Now we're talking.
now we're talking. Now we're talking. John Chambers is connected because he made these costumes.
Get your filthy paws off me, you damn dirty apes.
Damn good. Damn good impression. Alrighty then. Yeah, I think that'll wrap us up for that video. Interesting. Oh, before I forget, we did receive a copyright strike this week. The videos are unmonetized, so filing copyright strikes is about as effective as trying to solve algebra equations by chewing bubblegum, just so everyone knows. These videos are completely demonetized. YouTube does not care. Alright? But if you really feel the need to send that sort of thing, fill your boots because you're unhappy about what we say. That's cool. We're totally fine with that. Chubbs, what are you reviewing this week?
My next video coming up is the 1997 horror movie Event Horizon.
Oh,
Oh
awesome.
my god! Oh my god! I love that film. That film is my
Oh.
childhood.
Yeah,
I mean,
check it out.
it's not aged well at all because I watched it recently. But when I was a kid, that movie was awesome.
I saw it in the theater, man. It was good for its time. And if you're an old horror movie type fan, you love it just because, like you said, it's nostalgic. But
Hmm.
no, like the CGI was in its infancy, and
It's not as bad as Alien 3, but it's pretty bad.
Now this isn't going to
exactly.
be the MST 3000 version, is it?
No.
Phil, are you feeling better?
I'm feeling much better, thank you.
Good. Are you going to go back to doing some breakdowns this week?
I might do that. Yes, I got a slew of them just sitting on my computer, and I have done nothing with them. I've been kind of wrapped up in all of the things that have been happening around us politically and socially. And if you look at my Facebook page, you'll see that I'm very heavy into trying to dispel some of the BS that's been thrown at us as of recently.
That's cool. That's cute. I shall look forward to watching your breakdown. And if you do one on Bigfoot, we'll have one on the show next week. So that's one less video. That's awesome. Happy for anything that makes my job easier. So that'll wrap us up for this week. We will return next week, despite the hopes of many. If you're in the Facebook group, thank you for joining. Oh, God love you, Phil. That is quality stuff. Shout out to all our regular listeners, Lance Windsor, Dean Cooper, SoFlo Entertainment, and of course, Super Secret Agent Stephanie, who is in the chat. And
she's always in the chat. She's always listening.
Ever present. We love her. She did send some stuff for the show, which I've had a long week, so I didn't have a chance to cobble together yet. Don't worry, Stephanie. I did see it. I am working on it. Thank you for your help. So like I said, we will return next week, despite the hopes of many. It's goodbye from me, and it's goodbye from them. Goodbye.
Good night, everybody.
Okie dokie.